Hello Scapers, my name is Kaitios and welcome to the Fox Den. The free-to-play spirit is a term that you may have heard before either from your clanmates, Reddit posts, or even other free-to-play OSRS channels. It's a rather broad term, though an important one. My goal on this quick video is to understand what the free-to-play spirit truly means, who it affects, and why it's important in the free-to-play community. With that being said, let's get right into it. I was first introduced to the concept of the free-to-play spirit way back when I was first introduced to the free-to-play wiki when I started a few years ago. There's also a post from the World 385 subreddit that looks into detail of what the free-to-play spirit actually is. I'll leave a link to that post in the description as well. Though there isn't any concrete definition as to what the free-to-play spirit actually is, I think it's important to let you know what my views on it are. In my eyes, the free-to-play spirit is a mindset and an unspoken set of rules that members of the free-to-play game have in place in order to ensure that no one in the free-to-play community has an unfair advantage over another. My thought is that no matter what kind of free-to-play account type you have, be it regular account, any Iron Man account, or any other free-to-play restricted account, the goal is to have fun in the game, while also being honest about how to train your skills and gain your XP. While the objective is to have fun playing the game, it's also important to grind your free-to-play account honestly. What I mean by this is that a free-to-play Runescaper shouldn't use any pay-to-play training methods or use pay-to-play items in order to gain an unfair advantage, leveling up skills, and gaining XP and free-to-play skills. For example, if a free-to-play Runescaper were to train their smithing only by using the blast furnace, which is a pay-to-play method, they would level up smithing in a super fast way illegitimately. Upon going back to free-to-play, that Runescaper could say, "Oh yeah, I got all my smithing XP through Rings of Forging," which would be dishonest and against the spirit of free-to-play. Another example that I have is if someone chops willow logs in Remington with a dragon axe instead of a rune axe. While the action of cutting willows in Remington is free-to-play itself, using the dragon axe, which is a members item to chop with, has an unfair advantage, as it provides much better XP rates than that of the rune axe. These are two pretty direct examples of breaking the free-to-play spirit. However, there may be other examples that come up as your time as a free-to-play Runescaper that aren't so direct. One of those examples being using a bond to change a player's name in-game. In my opinion, I think it's perfectly fine to use a bond in order to change a free-to-play account's name, though one must be extremely careful when doing this. If one were to use a bond to change their name, that player may unlock members-only songs, achievements, or could get members-only XP in members-only skills. Now, if you accidentally unlock a members-only song by name changing, or somehow unlocked an achievement in that time, does that go against the free-to-play spirit? That may be debatable, as it isn't as concrete as the other examples that I mentioned previously. In my honest opinion, if you were to use a bond to name change, I would do it on the Lumbridge Castle grounds, and then immediately log off and wait out the membership on that account to not risk accidentally unlocking anything in the game. The free-to-play spirit isn't only for accounts born and raised in the free-to-play game, it honestly applies to anyone who currently is free-to-play. So if an account used to be a member, but is now free-to-play, sure, they may have trained member skills and all the benefits that come from that, but for whatever length of time that account is in the free-to-play game, they too would embrace the free-to-play spirit in their own right. The free-to-play community is very small and much more niche than that of the members game, so it's important that everyone be aware of the free-to-play spirit, especially when it comes to rankings on the high scores and regarding free-to-play world records. Since there isn't a direct way to see if a Runescaper abused free-to-play level ups and free-to-play XP gains on a members world using pay-to-play methods, the free-to-play spirit really comes down to the honor system and trusting everyone is playing fairly to ensure no one receives a competitive edge over anyone else. Simply put, if you're on the fence about something breaking the free-to-play spirit, I would vow towards the safe side and not taking that action, whatever it is, to ensure the free-to-play spirit is upheld. So that's all that I have on the free-to-play Spirit, though I am very interested to know what you guys think on all this. What do you guys think of the free-to-play Spirit? How do you define it? Who does it affect? Please let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, this concludes this video. If you made it this far, you're a real legend. Please give this video a like and subscribe if it helped you. I do stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming, so feel free to hop in and say hi. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!
Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your way.